Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a book that has seriously changed how I think about productivity. And the book is titled Ali Abdaal's Feel Good Productivity. For years, I bought into the idea that productivity meant pushing yourself, grinding, and sacrificing your well-being. However, this book offers a completely different and much more appealing approach. Instead of focusing on sheer output, Ali argues that the secret to sustainable productivity lies in feeling good. When you genuinely enjoy the process, you're more energized, creative, and ultimately more effective. It's a simple concept, but the implications are profound. For those of you who don't know who Ali Abdaal is, he's a doctor, an entrepreneur, and also a popular YouTuber. As you can probably tell from my videos, I'm a huge fan of his work and his style. So when his book came out, I got it on Audible and I devoured it immediately. Ali isn't just preaching abstract ideas here, he's living proof that you can achieve a lot without burning out. He's always been fascinated by productivity, but realized that most of the advice that was out there wasn't really sustainable. He didn't want to grind 100 hours a week, sacrificing his health and relationships, so he started exploring the science of well-being and how it intersects with productivity. Feel-good productivity is essentially the result of that exploration. At the heart of feel-good productivity is a simple but powerful concept called the Virtuous Cycle. Feeling good fuels your energy and creativity, which boosts productivity, which in turn leads to an even better feeling. It's basically success creating more success. This flips the traditional suffer now and enjoy later mentality, and instead, Ali argues that you can enjoy the process along the way. It's not about toxic positivity or ignoring challenges. It's about intentionally designing your work and life to incorporate more joy, curiosity, and connections. And it all starts with a simple question of, what would this look like if it were fun? Which leads to the Three Energizers. Ali introduces the idea of feel-good conditions, which are like light switches you can turn on before you start working. These conditions are curiosity, connections, and confidence. And they are responsible for releasing feel-good hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, which ends up putting you in a more productive state at the end of the day. So let's dive into each of these feel-good conditions. Curiosity. How do you spark curiosity in your work? Ali suggests giving yourself side quests. Think of it as adding a playful challenge to your tasks. In his book, he shares a story of Matthew Dix, a world champion storyteller who worked at McDonald's. To make his shifts more interesting, Dix created an upselling game trying to convince his customers to add barbecue sauce to their orders. The key idea here is that to add curiosity and fun to your work is a simple game that Dix played. It helped him have fun at his job, even at McDonald's. A simple concept, but very powerful. Next up is connections. Activating the connection switch is about recruiting sidekicks for your work and adventures. This doesn't necessarily mean finding someone to work with directly. It can be as simple as attending a virtual co-working space, like the one that Ali mentions in his book, the Writer's Hour. Even just knowing that other people are working towards similar goals can boost your motivation and sense of connection. Recently for me, I joined a small YouTube group of growing YouTubers, and it has been really fun for me. Next is confidence. This is about building a sense of empowerment and belief in your abilities. One strategy Ali suggests in his book is mimicking the confidence of experts. Watch videos of people who are highly skilled in the area that you're working in and try to embody their mindsets. The goal is to boost your confidence with self-talk and using motivational phrases. I myself do this all the time. I watch a ton of motivational videos. But focusing on these energizers will help you start feeling good during your work. And it's a critical first step. Now, let's discuss another big point in the book, procrastination. One of the most valuable parts of feel-good productivity is its approach to procrastination. Ali argues that relying on motivation or discipline alone doesn't really address the real issue. Instead, he suggests that we should figure out what's actually blocking you. These blockers usually fall into three high-level categories, which is uncertainty, fear, and inertia. Uncertainty is when you're unclear about what you're supposed to be doing, and it's really easy to procrastinate when you don't know. To overcome uncertainty, start by asking why 5 times to drill down to the core purpose of your task. And then just set a clear and specific goal. Ali recommends setting what are called NICE goals, which each letter stands for something. N is for near term. Focus on daily or weekly objectives. I, input based. Emphasize the process rather than the outcome. Controllable. Focus on goals within your own control. And energizing. Integrate play, power, and people into your goals. These nice goals will help you break through your procrastinations. Now, the next big blocker is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These all can be paralyzing. Here, Ali suggests acknowledging your fears by writing them down. Then try to reframe your fears using like the 10-10-10 rule by asking yourself if the matter that you're afraid of will be relevant in 10 minutes, 10 weeks, or in 10 years. Putting your fears into this perspective will really help you get past it. So hopefully that helps you address your fears. The next big blocker is inertia. Sometimes you know exactly what you need to do, but you just can't seem to get off your butt and get started. To combat the lack of inertia, focus on reducing friction. Make it as easy as possible to take that first initial step. Here, he recommends defining a clear next action step and just get started. I personally do this all the time. For example, one of my main goals these days is to get 10,000 steps every single day. I even put a treadmill under my desk, and I make sure to wear my Apple Watch every day to keep track of my steps. Unblocking procrastination is a key to feeling good and a key way to be productive. So hopefully these tips should help you along your journey. Now let's move on to long-term sustainability, which is another big topic. Feel-good productivity isn't just about short-term hacks. It's about creating a sustainable approach so you don't burn out. Ali highlights 3 main strategies here for sustainability, which are conserving energy, recharging, and alignment. For conserving energy, this means that you should be doing less and not more. You gotta learn how to say no to commitments that drain you. Resist distractions like social media and prioritize taking breaks throughout the day. The next thing is recharging. Counteract depletion of your energy by recharging creatively. Here, you should focus on finding a hobby or a project that just makes you feel competent and autonomous and very liberating. Make sure that these hobbies are just really hobbies though. Just pure, simple, no goals, but just to really enjoy the hobby. Hopefully, some of these hobbies also gets you to spend time in nature, even just a few minutes looking at plants or going for a walk. Touching grass is very helpful. Finally, there's alignment. This is about connecting your goals and actions to your own values. This ultimately gives you a sense of purpose. One exercise Ali recommends here is creating an Odyssey plan, envisioning what you want your life to look like in 5 years. Using the Wheel of Life exercise can also help you assess how aligned you are in the different areas of your life, such as health, work, and relationships. Now, I'm not going to go too into detail of all these different tips and tricks. I recommend you to go buy the book for a deeper dive on the Wheel of Life, for example. Now, these 3 strategies will help you maintain your productivity in a sustainable way. Now, the final part about this book is actually about experimentations. Throughout the book, Ali emphasizes that feel-good productivity isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. You need to create your own personalized toolkit by experimenting all the time. Approach your work and life like a scientist. Test out new strategies and pay attention to how they make you feel, how it affects your mood, your energy, and, jot down the results. Keep what works, discard what doesn't, and try to stay open to new possibilities. I personally do this all the time in my life, especially with this YouTube channel. For example, I'm currently doing a year-long experimentation on no alcohol. And I actually did a no coffee for a year experiment last year. Check out that video if you want. I'll link it in the descriptions below. But yeah, these 4 large concepts is how you can achieve feel-good productivity. So let's quickly review the key concepts of this book. Part 1 is prioritizing feeling good. Enjoyment and well-being are not luxuries. They're essential for a sustainable productivity output. Don't forget to turn on your feel-good switches. Cultivate curiosity, connection, and confidence in your work and life. Make sure to address your root cause of procrastinations. Don't just rely on willpower. Make sure to identify and address the underlying blockers. Also, design a sustainable approach. Conserve your energy, recharge regularly, and align your actions with your own values. Finally, embrace experimentations. Becoming a productivity scientist, constantly testing and refining your approach. And these are it. These are the high-level approaches in Ali Abdaal's Feel Good Productivity. Feel Good Productivity is more than just a productivity book, in my opinion. It's a guide to creating a more fulfilling and meaningful life. It's a reminder that we don't have to sacrifice our well-being in the pursuit of success. And in fact, by prioritizing our well-being, we can unlock our full potential and achieve even greater things, in my opinion. So if you're ready to ditch the grind and embrace a more joyful and sustainable approach to productivity, I highly recommend you picking up a copy of Feel Good Productivity. And try to start incorporating Ali's advices to your daily lives. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this review and kind of summary of Ali Abdaal's Feel Good Productivity. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaways are. And if you want me to dive into any other specific parts of the book or even review another book. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with someone you think will benefit from this review. And don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a productive and feel good week. Bye.